女士们、先生们，欢迎来到李世锋茶谈录。Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A Tea with Li. Today, with great honor and pleasure, we are having Sirichon Morachat from Thailand to share with us her story with freediving and also her story with her profession, the real estate sailor. So, Sirichon, please, you are on the stage. How and why you choose freediving as your hobby and your, something you like very much?
Okay, hello, ni hao, everybody. สวัสดีค่ะ Yeah, I'm from Thailand and I'm just gonna start talking about how I come to know freediving. Back in 2021, I was very sick, right? And been in the intensive care unit for like 3 days and later had psychological problems like a panic attack. You know, the symptoms when you have a sudden and overwhelming feeling of fear, and you have like a fast heartbeat and difficulty breathing, something like that. And so I consulted with a psychiatrist and got medication and treatment and everything. And at the same time, I try to find activities that might also help me with my mental illness. And luckily, I was able to take a free diving course, and 8 months later, my panic was gone. I don't know how, but it just gone. So I could say that free diving saved my life in a way and saved me from going crazy. Yeah.
Cool.
So,
and I think somehow you are going to quite a unique way because for many people, when they really put their head immersed in the water, they feel panic because they feel they cannot not breathe, right? Yeah,
right.
For quite a lot of people, especially for people who cannot swim or who are afraid of deep water. But you find the peace, you find the calmness in free diving, right? And how exactly the processing of your feeling and understanding changed? Because many people, they may have like the panic, problem in different ways, depression or was bullied or, yeah. So many people, they have this problem right now. How is exactly the processing, it helped you? I believe it's not maybe it's after one dive and you change it, or it takes a few days, a few months.
Yeah, my first day of taking the lesson, when in the water, the only skill that I could do is to hold my breath in the pool, right? We take course in the pool first. And after you pass all the skills in the pool, you would go to the sea and, go through all the process of getting the certificate. Anyway, back in the pool, my first day, I failed because the only skill that I could do, like I said, was, holding my breath. But the other skill like finning or equalize my ears, I couldn't do it. But it takes, a lot of practice and many days till I'm able to make a progress on my skill and to improve and to get certified eventually. I think because free diving, like you said, for a lot of people, they find it very difficult and can even get panic themselves to be under the water or just to hold that breath. But for me, it's different somehow. Even my doctor, said that, wow, he found my case very special. Free diving for me, like involves control breathing and, you know, mindfulness. Like you can just focus into something that and forget about yourself when you are under the water. And because it involves controlled breathing and mindfulness, and will help with the nervous system somehow, and you know, in turn may help reduce stress and anxiety, and yeah, potentially benefiting those prone to panic attacks like me. I know a few people that have the similar symptoms. They also take freediving course and become an instructor even. Yeah, or I know a few people that have freediving that can help him or her go through the mental illness. Yeah.
Cool. And I used to be the freediver as well. So I dived in Thailand, Indonesia, and also Jeju Island of South Korea. So
wow, you went everywhere.
Yeah, and I enjoyed a lot. Okay, so but I started to swim when I was about 22 years old. So in China, you know, maybe for you it's quite a surprise, but in China, you know, most of the people like me, I mean, I think more than half of us in my generation, you know, the 1980s, you know, we couldn't swim. I learned swimming by myself in the swimming pool, and later I went to dive because I wanted to know what is the exact feeling under the water, very deep. So how did you feel for the first time you dive into the deep water, for example, in the sea, let's say?
Oh wow, in the sea.
Or in the swimming pool when you go deep, you know, and maybe you stay over there for a few seconds or 1 minute. You hold your breathing. I believe so that when you practice, you did this, like holding your breath, you know, at the bottom of the swimming pool. How did it feel?
Right now, I mean, yeah, since I'm good, not okay. Every time I'm under the water or either swim pool or the sea, it's like I'm home. I don't know, I'm a fish or a mermaid, but yeah, I feel like I'm home. Like the coolness of the water, just make me feel fresh but calm at the same time. Yeah, giving me energy also. Like healing my heart and soul, that I forget the whole world when I'm in the water. Yeah, it's like a part of my life now that I couldn't live without. I don't know, just like you, Mr. Li, with Kungfu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So so when you dive, you also do some like modeling underwater, right? So you play some shapes and you have a wonderful I mean forms under the water. So how do you think that the freediving, what does the freediving mean to you? I mean, it's a part of your life. How exactly, I mean, it if you have to specify, for example, Kungfu give me an opportunity to share who I am in the physical way. But I like it also because the philosophy behind, you know, like by also training Kungfu practically and physically, give me a way to express the classical Chinese philosophy to the people across over the world I met, you know. So you are living in Thailand, and I quite dozens of great beaches, island. So you are taking freediving as an approach, to share your motherland, and also you make some picture and water. What is the moment you are you felt and also you thought about?
Yeah, every time we go to sea, and go under the water, like I said, just give me that sense of being home and being calm and feel peaceful, and just forget all the troubles and problems on land. And yeah, just keep me sane and strong physically, mentally, and spiritually. You could say that I found a new religion in life.
You found what?
New religion.
Okay, cool.
Religion like Buddhism or Christianity.
So now freediving is somehow like your religion.
Yeah, because
so you can find peace into it, and then
right.
So, okay, so it's like your church. You came to freediving, enjoying play, and later you energize up, and you can go back to the challenging life on the land to to fight. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And thank you for your experience and story about this. So where do you usually dive? I mean, where exactly you dive?
I haven't been diving for a very, very long time. For like just almost a year. I could say I'm a newbie still. I usually I've only been diving in the central Thailand, like Pattaya, Chonburi, or a bit of the area in the south, like Koh Tao, where you went to, and then another area in Chumphon area, and yeah, just a few places. But normally I would go somewhere close or nearby Bangkok area, like Chonburi province.
So when you dive, normally, as we shared, when we dive, we must have a, diving buddy, diving partner, to keep safe, with each other. I mean, have you ever have like that, like a blackout? I remember that for the first time I dive in my diving master, training. I dive under the water and I hold for I suppose 1 minute, and I came out. So the total dive is about 3.5 minutes, I suppose, and I was a little bit blackout. And have you ever have this kind of experience?
And did you have
you lost your conscious?
Huh? When you had a blackout, did you have your body at the time?
Of course, yeah. At that moment I was training with the friends and the other instructors. So we dive because we dive. We have also it's the training course which we would like to do. We will hold our breathing, not going down and rising up. So we dive to the bottom of the sea and hold for 1 minute, 2 minutes, and we came back. So totally we want to to test how it feels, and also to be ready for deeper dive. So but I think I was get when rising up, totally up, I mean to the water, I was a little bit dizzy, not a totally blackout, but I saw some of my friends, the diving mates, some of them they lost a little bit of consciousness, and we pat them, we hold them, and they came back. So have you ever had this kind of experience?
I've never had a blackout before, but just a few contractions. So I realized that I had to go out. Yeah, I never waited, until it's like too late to surface. Yeah, but there's that one time with a serious accident. I mean, not accident, but incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friends and I went fun diving, and we were supposed to have a live buoy, right, with us, but we didn't bring it. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. So when we met, we confronted with a sudden strong underwater current, and we were in a very difficult life-threatening situation at the time. But fortunately, we got rescued by a captain from a speedboat nearby. And so since then, we learned our lessons that safety comes first, fun later, So yeah, just that one time that I had a serious incident. Still live to tell the story that everyone, the safety comes first, fun later.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, for many of us, we are talking about, because we passed that, like assistant or incident. So, but for many of them, when the first time they went to the sea, they don't know. They see how pretty, how sparkling water, beautiful fish, so they lost the conscience of safety. Right. So many people, I think, they died because of this situation. So, how do you think the relationship and the difference between snorkeling and freediving? Because for many guys, they think, snorkeling, I just floating on the surface of water, it's like a piece of cake. But actually, from the data, the people who do snorkeling, they, for some reason, they get accident, and they die. The rate is quite high. How do you see this situation, or what is your opinion on this about snorkeling and diving and free diving?
Like, I'm not an expert or a professional and haven't been diving for very long, but from my perspective, I think common mistakes made by free divers or snorkelers, maybe inadequate breath holding techniques, and also like poor equalization. And the most important thing is ignoring safety protocols or pushing depth or duration limits too quickly. Yeah, but I would emphasize on ignoring safety protocols. They just don't think it's dangerous to go out there without having buddies or an experienced diver buddy with them, or they just keep pushing their limits, something like that may cause the serious injuries or even death in the end. So that just something that we should be very careful as the divers or tourists who love the sea and doing activities, water activities, should be very careful. Like, yeah, before you go to the sea, you check with the locals, with the weather forecast, if the weather is good to go, and you have all the safety gears with you. Yeah. If you're snorkeling, you should have, safe jacket, life jacket with you. If you don't know how to free dive, just don't try before taking free diving course, because it's not something that you should take it lightly. And also you should know your limit. Like if you usually dive within deep or within 10 meters, just don't go like 20 or 30, just know your limit. And then the most important thing for free divers, and every free diver should know, is to never dive alone. You should always have a buddy with you at all times.
Cool,
yes,
thank you. Thank you for sharing your experience. Even free diving for you and me, we have our own profession. Free diving is our hobbies, and but we also had some, weird situation happened, and some assistance, slightly, luckily, and I hope we will never have this. And as you said. That firstly, safety first and fun comes after. And the second is, I'm so glad and happy that freediving healed you and is healing you, to energize you, to fight, to also to enjoy the life, So now you are selling property in Thailand, right? Where you are located?
I sell in Bangkok area and also Pattaya area. Yeah, if anyone wants to come and live in Thailand, or any Thai people would love to have new properties and lands, just let me know, contact me.
Yeah, definitely. So how do you see that? What is, we just passed the COVID restriction, and what was the situation before COVID, in the COVID pandemic time, and after the COVID? So what is the let's say, for example, the price or the situation of the property in Thailand goes, and what happened? What is going on?
Of course, in every profession has been affected by the COVID situation, right? Before COVID, we can sell properties and lands, but after the COVID, it's a bit struggling. Even now, still trying to recover from financially COVID situation, right? I think it happens with all the professions and careers and people who have out there, still recovering. And there are some that I know that are doing better than others. Yeah.
Cool. So now you mean the business of property selling is getting restarted, right? It's getting restarted. So typical question. So for the foreigners who like to buy property in Thailand, they can buy, or they must find Thai people as a partner. So they have the they can be the landlord, or they have to have a partner, who is Thai. How is the situation?
The situation, they can own the properties. They can own
by their own from another country, even if you know.
With their names, there are rules and regulations for that. That will be going into, like they can go into details with the agent if they want to own properties in Thailand. Yeah, that would be more details for that.
Cool. So now, like what specifically property you are selling? You mentioned that you are selling like a resort, you know, some like apartment or villa. So how it go?
Yeah, there's one villa in Pattaya right now that cost about 60 million baht. I think I went to see this property, and I think it's suitable for someone who likes to be close to the beach, the sea, and also nightlife, because it's, you know, it's located in Pattaya, and also the property is very, very huge for a big family as well. And there's another one also, if for those who live in Bangkok. It's different prices, you know, properties that we have and we sell.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
For example, if somebody, you know, who like to just buy a bungalow nearby the beach. So for example, in Pattaya, how much it costs generally? Of course, different locations, they have a different price. I mean, for example, like the medium, the average one, how it goes?
Average one.
Yeah. For example, the bungalow is about just one room, you know, one bedroom, one kitchen with bathroom, simple one, you know, close to the beach. How it goes?
Yeah, depends on the budget that you have to offer. Like you can tell me your budget, and then I could find ones that suitable with your budget, or one property that you will also satisfy with. Yes, that's what agents are for, right?
Definitely. All right. Okay. It's such a pleasure to share with you and also listen up your story. And for any of you guys who are watching us, if you would like to, you know, try some free diving, to have a free diving buddy, you know, welcome to in Thailand. Maybe some, you know, in the future in different places. Welcome to reach out Sirichon, Li and Mo, to have you know, fun in free diving. And also any of you who like to buy property in Thailand, Bangkok and Pattaya Island, and Sirichon is the one you can look for. And the last is thank you once again, Sirichon, for your great story. And I'm looking forward to see you, and also in Thailand, also to host you in China. Okay.
Hey, thank you
what
for
we
having
say, I forgot. What we say thank you in, I know, Sawadika is hello, but how to say Kopun Cup?
Khop kun kap, yeah, for men, and then for women, you say khop kun kap.
Kopun Cup is thank you, right?
Yes, it's thank you.
Okay, so Kopun Cup and Kopun Cup for all of you and who are watching us, and also for you, Sirichon, and I'm looking forward. Okay, 小乔再见，再见。
再见。